Namaskar friends, we are going to learn lecture 5 of module 10 of the stress management course, and as the previous lectures, this lecture will also discusses about defense mechanisms, their role in stress reduction, and we will also explore the difference between the mature and immature defense mechanisms. This was the coverage we are supposed to have in this presentation. So, first of all let me talk about the two defense mechanisms which are due, that is sublimation and suppression. Sublimation is a mechanism where we try to redirect or reform our anxieties and negative emotions to another form which is beneficial for the society and the community. That is why people like Dashrath Manjhi, who lost his wife due to unavailability of a direct route to the hospital, started making a way by cutting the mountain simply using the tools available to him, and he did the task manually without having help from any kind of machines and government and agencies like that. So, what he did? He was very sad, he was in deep depression, and he converted his anxiety, his sadness, his depression into a motivation to correct the situation for other people, so that they do not have to suffer the same kind of problem. This is a wonderful example of sublimation. That is why we see people with children who are autistic learning more about autism and opening centers to manage autistic children. We find people opening hospitals in areas where the medical facilities are not readily available, and this problem might have caused them a lot of trouble in past. So, I am anxious, I am nervous, I am sad, I am depressed, I am in frustration, but I will not discharge these negative emotions in a damaging manner. Rather, I will try to look for a way which is more meaningful, which is more constructive, which is beneficial for the society, and release them, redirect them accordingly. Sublimation is helpful for individuals to manage their impulses in a healthy way, and it promotes creativity and innovation also. Moreover, it brings recognition and appreciation to the person, thereby enhancing their self-esteem. So, this can be taken as an appropriate way of reducing stress. Similarly, suppression is another form of defense mechanism. We have referred to this particular mechanism while talking about repression in one of our earlier lectures. What happens? This is a deliberate decision to forget the things which are problematic, forget the things which are painful, which can cause agony and disturbance to us. We try to forcefully forget those things, and in doing so we simply press them beneath the awareness level of ourself, so that those thoughts and the memories are not readily available to us on a daily basis unless they are triggered by a particular cue. This can be achieved by over engaging oneself in other kind of activities which are pleasant, which are beneficial to us and the community, so that the person is not left with any time or cognitive resources to think about those problematic ideas, those painful memories, and they simply be out of the range of awareness of the individual. However, it does not mean that the problem is simply resolved or it has synced to the unconscious level of mind. No, it is available within the consciousness and also available to the scrutiny of that individual. However, this will not be readily accessible to the person. Therefore, it will not be causing disturbance for the person on a daily basis or in a routine manner. If something happens which can trigger the memory of those problematic things, will definitely cause the stress to the person, otherwise the person would simply forget about that. This can include avoiding thoughts of stressful events and uncomfortable emotions by engaging oneself in several other activities and help in maintaining emotional control, but also lead to emotional numbness and may increase the stress over time, because whenever we forcefully suppress something, it tries to come back, and if not allowed in its original form, it can change its forms and start troubling the person again. So, this is not a foolproof resolution of the problem. Now, we have learned about so many defense mechanisms in this module. Some of them are more advantageous as compared to others, some of them are more benign than others in terms of aggravating stress later on. But it is interesting to note how they provide relief to the person. Of course, some sort of relief is involved, that is why people engage with them so frequently. So, they can provide temporary relief by pushing away the distorting, unpleasant realities, but they often fail to address the underlying problem. This avoidance or distortion of reality can lead to greater stress over time through several pathways. What are those pathways? First, avoiding the root problem. So, defense mechanisms like denial, repression, displacement can be simply a way of avoiding the actual problem. We are not focusing on the problem which is very much there and which will keep on troubling us time and again. We are simply trying to say or convince ourselves that no, there is no problem, or this is not the actual problem, the problem lies somewhere else. So, in the long run, these defense mechanisms are not going to help us reduce the stress significantly. Similarly, the mechanisms like rationalization or projection can lead to distortion of reality. Things like schizoid fantasy can also lead to distortion of reality, rather I should say it can lead to disconnection with the reality. Then we can have interpersonal conflict created due to the process of projection or displacement. We can damage our social relationships, our family ties significantly if we are engaged in frequent displacement behavior or projection behavior. They prevent us from adopting healthy ways of coping, and they require a lot of mental energy. You know, if you have to manipulate the real things and you have to somehow craft a new reality for yourself, it is not an easy thing. It consumes much of your mental energy and the person is left exhausted. The person is left with very less amount of energy to engage in the productive task of his life. Moreover, they can also give way to maladaptive behaviors, which actually reduces the effective adaptive coping with the real life settings. At this point, this is also important to differentiate between mature and immature defenses. Mature defenses means which can give us actual relief from stress, and this relief is long lasting. It does not threaten the reality, it does not lead to distortion of reality, it does not restrict the possibilities of self growth, like we talked about anticipation and we talked about compensation. To some extent humor can also be kept in this particular category. Sublimation is also an effective way which can be taken as a mature defense mechanism. Okay. So, we can manage stress in very constructive ways if we adopt these kind of defense mechanisms. Then there may be neurotic defenses. Neurotic defenses means which actually increases neurotic anxiety, free floating anxiety that can be tagged to any neutral object and creates problem in future. So, repression, rationalization, displacement, reaction formation, all these defense mechanisms belong to this category. Immature projections or defenses, where we behave in an immature or you can say irresponsible manner. For example, in acting out, in denial, in passive aggression, it all leads to negative interpersonal relationship and behavioral consequences which are ultimately harmful for us. And similarly, there are certain defense mechanisms like psychotic denial, delusional projections. They are more related to psychotic disorders. That is why I did not discuss a lot about them here. But somehow if a person takes the help of these kind of defense mechanisms, they can completely disconnect the person from the reality and increases his or her susceptibility for developing psychotic disorder a lot more. This was all we need to know about different kind of defense mechanisms, how they reduce stress for the time being and how they actually creates a new road to stress in the long run. All the defense mechanisms are not mature. Most of them reduces the stress temporarily, or one area will be relieved, but they can open several other domains where you are going to feel stressed. Sublimation we talked about, that is a more constructive way of expressing one's negative emotions. Suppression is a defense mechanism which is known, where we try to forcefully push the negative emotions aside so that they cannot intrude the psychological domain of awareness frequently. Then we also talked about the various mechanisms through which they alter our stress experiences, and finally we tried to distinguish between the mature, more constructive and immature, more damaging ways of coping with stress. That is all for this module. Here are the recommended readings and the books that you can go through as per your interest, as per your ease. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you.